Hi there everyone, it's Melissa. I'm gonna start another layout, and so let's get started. These are the photos that I hope to use. I want to do a 12 by 12 layout, and these are pictures from my birthday with me and my littles. And these are 3 by 4 with the white border size. So I am going to get started by pulling the elements from my inspiration jar, that's what we're going to call it, and go from there, because I do have some ideas in mind, but I want to kind of keep my options open because I really want to utilize this jar if I can. I want to use it to inspire myself to be more creative and think more out of the box when utilizing my supplies. So let's get started. So go ahead and give this a shake. It doesn't shake very much because the jar is not that big and my pieces are big. So either way. All right. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put 7 out here. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got several of each color, so I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So, all right, using brads, that's fun. I like doing that. I sprinkle them like enamel dots. Well, and then there's enamel dots, so that'll be a nice little combination. Stencils, that could be fun. Let's see. Cameo, you know, I need to give that more love. I really, really do. Doilies, fun. I just used those in another layout, in my last layout, and loved it. Ephemera, which I always try to use, even if I'm, you know, making my own. And buttons. Okay, so that being out there, I'm gonna go ahead and see what I've got here. So the stamps, of course, I will incorporate. I do hope to incorporate some of my dies. I'm going to make some die cuts because I do have dies with balloons and those types of things. So I will share with you, maybe I want to use this Cool Treats stamp set from Stampin' Up. It has matching dies, and I don't know, maybe something fun here. And then, you know, I always pull from my regular little pieces that I'm trying to use up. So these stickers from October Afternoon, you've seen me have these out several times. If I can get a couple of those used up, wonderful. Still trying to make my way through this. Crepe paper, ephemera pack. There's not much left. And then just odds and ends that I have in here that I found through my stash and didn't want to throw them out. So that's just my little birthday bag. And then, you guys, I have always kind of wanted this Maggie Holmes confetti paper pad. I just love it, and it was at my Tuesday morning for $6.99, a 12 by 12, and it's 48 sheets. Now, you guys know I don't hoard paper, I don't buy paper hardly ever, so once a year, maybe once every other year, because I don't know when I bought that memoranda pad, but it was several years ago. Yeah, I love this. So you guys have all seen this, so I'm not gonna really do a flip through, but I will say that I want to use a lot of the girly bits out of this collection for my page. So I don't know where I'm gonna go yet. I don't know. I've seen some layouts in some galleries that maybe I'll scrap lift, so we'll see. But this is my start, and I'll be back. Okay, here we go. I have finished this layout. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a close-up, and then I will just get started. I did journal directly on my layout, and this is a 12 by 12 size layout. So in order to do that, I cut my paper down. So like I mentioned, I was going to be using the confetti paper pad, which I don't know about you guys, but when I buy paper pads that have cut-aparts in them, I go ahead and make all my cut-aparts. Doesn't take long at all. And then I have these bits to pull from. So they're all like Project Life size, or just for layering. You guys know how much I love that. If you've watched any of my videos, you know I'm like just a layering maniac. So I'll go ahead and store these with my collection. Okay, so this paper was cut down, and I essentially cut it down to, I believe, 10 by, well, it doesn't matter the length because you can feed whatever you want in your typewriter, since I just have a basic typewriter. So I went ahead and cut it down. I fed it through the typewriter, did my journaling, and what it says is, feeling so very lucky and blessed, not a day goes by that I don't stop and reflect on all that I have to be thankful for. And continuing down here. So here I am today at 44 as an incredibly happy wife, mom, daughter, sister, and friend. Loving life and looking forward to another amazing year. So this is all just bits of that paper. I just cut it down, tore the edges. I actually ended up lifting some of the edges, so putting some pop dots behind here. One of the doilies from my stash, this is a Stampin' Up! Doily, and that was one of my pulls from my inspiration jar. Another one of the pulls was buttons, so I did use a small clear heart button. I threaded some crochet twine through that. I used some brads from my stash. These are Stampin' Up! Brads. They got little gems on the inside. These are Stampin' Up! Little enamel dots. This one is a pink with some glitter in it. I added some more down here. I added a flare and did not put some string behind it, which, you know, is my usual. All right, so then these are all layers like I've described. I went ahead and used my Stampin' Up! Notebook punch, and I used that on the top piece. What I did not use is my cameo. All the other bits that I pulled from my jar, I used. So I mentioned brads, enamel dots, ephemera, doily, cameo did not get used, and stencil I did use. I ended up using some Amy Tangerine stencils and just some Tim Holtz Distress ink. And I put it, this Distress like tape mark was already there. I did the stenciling here and here as well. And then I went with some Heidi Swap, some gold color shine. And I did put some on this pattern paper too, which is from the Confetti collection. This is from the Confetti collection. So essentially I had to back this up on a white piece of just basic Michaels cardstock from my stash and glued it all on there. I did tuck an October afternoon sticker back here, and all it says is, the secret to staying young is to live honestly, eat slowly, and lie about your age. And it's a quote by Lucille Ball. So yeah, these are all just my layers. This is another October afternoon sticker, so I was able to use 2 of those stickers, which, I mean, hooray. This was a cut apart from the Confetti paper pad. I just added it to a paper clip and cut a little banner flag on the end. I distressed my edges with just tearing the paper and ruffling it up or scratching it up. This Love You is another cut apart from the Confetti paper. I just tucked it in there. Celebrate was cut with some gold POW glitter paper. Looks like I might need to add some glue there. And I cut that with this Celebrate right here, and that's from Waffle Flower. And then I used Studio Calico tag die, and that's how I ended up. This was just a Project Life cut apart from the Confetti book, and I just cut it and added some twine. I do have gold staples in most of my staplers except the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. Like, when is this guy going to get on board and make gold staples tiny enough for that thing? Because I will buy them in bulk. But anywho, I have a long reach stapler, and so I have gold staples in it, and I added them here. And let's see, the Happy die, that's actually like an edge die. That is from Studio Calico. And so, oops, sorry. So I cut that. The 44 I cut with dies. I just layered a couple and then put a gray in the background. That is from one of my quick cuts number dies. And then I stamped, didn't do a ton of stamping, but you know, one is all I need to justify myself. Birthday was stamped with this stamp from Concord and 9th. It's called Happy Words, and it is a great set. I use it a lot for cards and whatnot. Yeah, really great. And then I used an Amy Tangerine. I used this phrase roller stamp, and you know what? I actually added roller stamps and 6x6 pads to my inspiration jar because those need more love too, you guys. I feel like they are definitely getting the short end of the stick. I don't know where this is from. It was just in my stash. But yeah, I'll give you guys a close-up. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. In the description box, I will have the link to my Facebook page and my Instagram page. And I would love if you like this video to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. I usually upload one video a week, sometimes two. Next up for me is January Project Life. It's February 1st, so why not get a jump on that? So here we go. So yeah, look at that beautiful sparkle. I just love it. And then just all the layers are just a lot of those cards in paper pieces, cut and torn. I just love it. And again, I used some pop dots to add some dimension to those layers. Here, you know, just roughed up. I love tearing. It gives so much to a page, just regular paper. And I'm really loving this confetti paper pad. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will be back soon. Bye.